Would you like to know how to make envelopes and integrate them in your journal? Well, keep watching and find out. Hey everyone, my name is Marian and welcome back to Marian's Mixed Media, where we dive into the world of crafting and mixed media art. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join my YouTube channel. Today I am working in my vintage junk journal and we are going to explore some creative envelope ideas that will add a unique touch to your junk journals. Envelopes are a great way to embellish your journal, and they can be made from a variety of materials and decorated in countless of ways. I'll show you 3 envelope ideas that you can incorporate into your journal, and I'm going to mostly use products from Holtz, Sample and tailor-made journals. Leave a comment below with your favorite envelope idea or fun ideas you have to make envelopes. Because I do love to experiment with different kinds of materials, I already have a kind of a stack here. And let me go quickly through them. I have some lace. I just bought at a market and it's stretchy. I'm going to work a lot with this set. It's Postale and it has the really cute small envelope that you saw in the intro. It's this format. And I already cut some to save some time, but I'm going to show you when I make them. I have some printables from Sample. I printed them a bit smaller to a page in this 4-2 page, but it's some music paper. It's vintage. It's called a French Bureau, and there's some letters. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I have them here, and letters of course will fit with envelopes. I have here stencils from Holtz. And this top one and this one is really nice to make stains on paper. I have selected this. I'm going to use, you will see that with the last envelope, and it's the backdrops. This is volume 1. I recently purchased this one, and this has a nice pink one that will fit my journal. And I'm going to use I bought this because I had lots of plans with it. I never did. So I kind of never really used this die, and I wanted to use them. Now it's the wallet from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and I want to make a wallet from this backdrop paper to put the envelope in. I have some tea-dyed paper which I have stamped, and maybe going to use that. And I have just some small pieces. Have used the paper pads for die cutting some labels, envelopes. And you can see the scraps here. This is from tailor-made journals, gorgeous paper pads. And also this is a 150 GSM and really nice thickness. It mustn't go very more thicker, because then envelopes will be very bulky and hard to fold. So but this is really nice to use. And then of course these stamps, they fit perfectly with the envelope, and you know all these stamps fit on the tiny envelope. So this is, I think, the biggest one. And it just fits just perfectly on the envelope. So this is a really nice set to have when you're having the envelope. So could use some more stuff, but this is kind of the larger part of it. And then I'm going to make the envelope one by one. So I'm going to make 3, and we're going to start with envelope 1. I've already reserved some space in my journal for all 3 envelopes. And for the first envelope, I've prepared a page And let's see, I have clipped the page, and this is the page. And I made a pocket here, as you can see. This is a faux envelope and just a piece of ephemera. So this page I have prepared. I have used some different ephemera from Tim Holtz packs and a nice tape I have got now. And on this page there is already an envelope, this one, and I have stamped this, and I've also put in a letter. As you can see. So envelopes are also a very nice way to tell a story or give an idea. It doesn't have to be like a big story or a really grand thing. You could do it, but just, you know, you can just give a little bit of information with it. And this envelope I've made a while ago, and now I'm going to make the first envelope. And that's well, I must say, start a little bit easy, because I thought the first envelope would be nice. I've pre-cut with this die, because I've decided just to do the one size envelope, and because I do love this this die from Postale, and I want to make a good use of it. I love the shape of the envelope, and I would like to get maybe a bigger die or something for another envelope, or maybe buy some vintage envelopes. That is also on my list, but for now I'm just going to use this one, and we can make variations just with one size envelope, as you will see. So I have cut two, because that's a lot of times I do that. I make two, because sometimes when you stamp or something, then it can go wrong, and then you always have your spare one. So this is an envelope, and if you cut it with your die cutting machine, it already has the folding lines, so it couldn't be easier. So this is my tea-dyed paper, which gives it already a really nice effect. And the little story I want to do with this envelope, and this page already gives kind of a more like a hotel or getaway, cup of tea, going somewhere, kind of doing really nice things page. It's not a big story, it's just, you know, a little thing. And I want to make an envelope with tickets in it, because I have a very nice selection of vintage tickets. I will show you when I'm going to select them for when the envelope is done. And I thought that would be nice if you have an envelope and the tickets are in the envelope. So like it's that someone sends you tickets, or you order tickets and you got them, but then in vintage style, of course. And what I did, also prepared, because I thought, let's prepare a lot of things ahead, so the video will not be that long, hopefully. And what I made is a little note, and it is so cute. Also made two. And as you can see, this one I used the distress ink, and this one not, so you can see a little bit what's the difference. But I used a lot of stamps and parts of stamps on this. I think there could be maybe 4 or 5 stamp sets only on this. So it's nice if you have kind of a collection. So I've been searching through text stamps. I don't have that many, but I have a few. And I thought I I want a size that fits in the envelope. So of course, with this set, there is a die of a card that fits in here. And let's see, I did cut a card. That's this size. So this fits really nicely in the envelope. So then this is the size, and I thought, let's double it, and then I will take that size and just make like a quick note. Not a really long letter, but a quick note, maybe from someone says, I'm sending you these 2 cards, please enjoy them, or something. I cannot read what this says, and that's a good thing, because it could be something that's not related to tickets at all. But this is a ticket stamp, had on a set. This is just a part of a stamp. Don't even know where I got that from. And this is a part of a stamp. This is oh, I know where I got it from. Let's see if I can quickly, because my stamps are always on my desk. Let's see if I can quickly pull them out so I can show you. Yes, I think it's this one. So this set you saw me use more. Here is the name, the Charles Frederick Worth. So that's what I stamped underneath my text stamp, because I thought I do need a name that's really nice cursive letter. And I was just looking through my stamps, and I thought, hey, this is a name and it's a bit French, so let's use that. And I'm inking this, and then I have my baby wipe at ready, and just clean up where I spilled the ink and then stamp. And that's a really nice way to use your stamps. Sometimes you just using part of it, and you use also the year here, as you can see. And here is a really nice little text line, and that's this one, just on the bottom, this one. So as you can see, so that's well, kind of a creative way to build something you like. And then of course a round stamp. This is also part of a stamp because I need a line. You can just pick a larger stamp where there's a line in it and just stamp the line. And then this, and then you have your little note. So that's ready to go. And this one I will keep in my stash if I need another note. So this note will go in the envelope, but I want the envelope stamped with a really nice cover. And I think I'm going to do that first before distressing the edges. So my journal can go to the sides. So I have my stamping platform ready. And this small envelope, it has these kind of flaps that are not the same, because if you fold this, then this goes more down than this side. So the envelope needs to, this is the side up. Let me tell you that before. So this is the side up. These stamps are really brilliant. I said in the intro, these fit on this envelope, and this is a small envelope, so it's really difficult to get something nice on here that's on a stamp, but these ones are just really great. So I'm going to use the bigger one, picking up the stamp. So then the envelope has a really nice address on it. Let me get this out of the way. and I didn't fold them, but let me fold them and show you what it looks like. You know, these Sizzix dies are really good quality dies, and also the folding lines, you can fold them very easily, and then you have your envelope. Just look at that. And we now just need to distress it. Let me show you just a little bit. To be really careful, because I've just stamped it in the ink and then it's really juicy. Then I'm just going to really carefully, and then you have, do you see the difference? I don't know if it's very visible on the camera. And this is a really nice nice brown. Maybe you can see it here on the fold. See that? Makes just such a huge difference in this envelope. So I'm going to do the rest just like this, and I will be back in a moment. So this one is distressed, as you can see, and I always want to do the upper part of the envelope, because this is what you can see if you open it, and also this side, and of course this side. So gluing is very easy. First we're going to do the sides, and I'm just going to put a little bit here and put a little bit here, so that this is just glued together, and then this one just a very small stripe of glue. That's all that it takes. It is, you can barely see it. So I had to stop the camera because someone was knocking on the door. Okay, so I've got this glued and ready, but I want to do a little stamp here, because, you know, it just gives something extra. You could do a circle stamp here. That's also a good idea. But I, one of the latest stamp sets I have purchased. Let me pin this. It's the French seals, and those also have really tiny ones. And if I am measuring it, there are a lot of tiny ones you can just put on the little flap of the envelope. This one, this one, this one. There are lots to choose from. This one, but I do like that this is kind of a tiny castle with some fleur-de-lis. I think I want to try that one. Did not use that before on an envelope. They are very new and sticky. I haven't yet tried them all. And I'm going to stamp in the Sand Dune First Fine Clair, because I just want a, like, it's more of a it's not like a watermark, but, you know, gives a little bit of a more integrated color, like it's a pre-printed envelope. Let's see how this will. You can just barely notice that there is any ink on the stamp, so we just have to trust it. And let's see, straighten the envelope, and then press. And look at that. Didn't have to press that hard, but it is, oh, let me get it. Look at that. That's so lovely, right? And you can even now do a circular stamp if you want to, but I'm fine with it like this. And then we have to just put that letter inside. It's well, it's not a letter, yeah, a small note and some tickets. So I can put this one in here. Just fits, really cute. And then I have a box or a envelope with all my vintage tickets. I showed that in an earlier video, so I purchased those. And these are real vintage ones. So, and let's see what I can choose from here. Maybe the green ones. Playland of the Indiana Dunes. Well, looks fine for me. Okay, so let's do those. So I'm going to tear them here. So there are 2 bus tickets and 2 tickets for an amusement thing. And let's put them in here. So then, and maybe I'm going to put a little clip on it. Should I use a little paper clip? I think so. I do have some clips in here, but they are vintage, but they are kind of silvery colors. I don't know if that's a nice one or not. Let's see. Otherwise, I'm going to use a Tim Holtz one. This one can also stick out a little bit, like this. Not that bad, right? I like it. Well, let's do that. So if someone opens this lovely envelope, then it's a ticket of Charles, that's like the grandfather, sending some really nice tickets to his 2 grandchildren. Something like that. Just making up a little story. So this is the first envelope ready, and so it can be that easy. Although I did already prepare, of course, a page here, but that it's just like this could be like kind of a memory page where they went, and the envelope with the tickets, and this will go in here. So this is going to be the page for the second envelope, and this really nice print that has pressed through from this side where I have stamped some of the French seal in a kind of a pattern. It's just gave a really nice kind of watermark idea on the other side of the paper. It was not intended, but was just like a happy thing that happened. So the background is already set, and the second envelope is going to be a little bit more work than the first one. I have cut a piece of lace because I want to make a pocket out of lace, and I just cut it, and it's this stretchy lace. And this is, in this journal I've worked with lace for the first time in my life, so it's all kind of new to me, also with gluing this. And I thought, let's take a little bit more so I can fold it and then glue it like this. I don't know if this is a really good idea, but I will find out. And this lace is very white for this vintage journal, so I have to color it. It is nice, but it's kind of too white if you see this color. So let's put on some more. Put on some water. Mix it. And then see. Oh, this is better. Yes. I think I'm just going to drop it in. And then let's just see what this does. And then oh, this is much better. I think it's maybe I should have made it the lace wet before. But you know, we'll get there. What do you think about this? It needs to dry because now it's of course dark because it's wet. So let me just give it a dry with my heating tool. I have dried it and it's like almost dry. And if you compare it with the original white, then you can see the difference. This is really this because the color. Antique linen is of course a good choice, and it's still really nice and bright, but not that really white. And let's see how that will look on the page. Yes, it still stands out. It's not that dark, and I think it looks very nice. Very nice. So this will be the preparing from the page. Then the envelope, I have pre-cut the envelope, and it's the same envelope die from the Postale, and this is from the paper pad from Tailor-Made Journals. I showed you in the materials, and this video is timestamped, so you can just go back to materials and then you will see the paper pad. And I've cut this, and then I already have like a really nice inside. And when I am going to glue it, you have this to look at from the inside. And I'm going to distress this, I think, or walnut stain or scorched timber, because it needs to be a bit dark. But before I'm going to do that, this one, envelope I'm going to do with a window, so that will be the more challenging part. And if I have the die sets, I have some different options for the window, and I'm going to choose the biggest window option. The biggest die is the card that you can put inside, and then the second biggest is the biggest window you can put on here. So I'm going to cut this window. So that's what I need to do. I glued in the lace, and it looks very nice and firm, and I just used the art glitter glue, and it looks like it's holding very well. And then I have let it go over the page. So if you close it, you will see a bit of this edge from the lace, which is really nice. So this can wait until the rest is done. I have run this through my die cutting machine. This is the frame from the window envelope, and I have just put it on here with a piece of washi tape. Then if I remove it, then see, it can go to the side. We also have like a really nice piece to use for something else, and a lovely window here in the envelope. It's a really nice big window. I have distressed with a vintage photo, the photo, and this is the backing. And I want to just maybe put a little bit of glue on it, not too much, because I want it to come off the page a little bit. And then I have some plans for it. Let's see. Let's put just a little bit here in the middle. And then I want to put it that the borders on the side and the top are somewhat the same, and you have under a bigger space. Okay, then my next plan was, I had some stamps here. I have a nice pile beside me. Yes, this set from St. Paul, Signatures from the Past too. It has the signature, this one, and although the name is quite long for on here, it could go, but it's like just, I could also only just do Elsa, because if they're friends, why you should use the whole name, right? So I thought about just using Elsa. Oh. Well, this looks very lovely. You see, just with the name, let it go over the photo a bit. And then I have the nice tape. Of course, everyone is using right now, because I know it's just such a lovely tape. And this is the small size, and I think that's a good size for this photo. And then the difficult thing is to choose which one. I have a bit over the name. Oh, and it gives a really, really nice effect. And then I use the vintage photo, because color-wise that will just fit perfectly. And just get some of the splattering. So you just have like a really little detail. Yes. Don't overdo it. And maybe I do want to put something also on this letter. So we have the photo with the letter, and then we have to finish the envelopes. Just double checked, and then I can glue in this piece. Do I want to put something like a washi over it? don't know, because you can see this. If the envelope can fold with it. Oh yeah. Yes. That's no problem. Then I can glue the envelope in. So this can go in this envelope. Then I thought, do I want something more in the pockets? And it is, of course, now I thought of the story like it is a friend or a best friend, and she sends her picture with a little note. And maybe, let's see, I have some here on my pile. I have some printables, and I have a letter, so I can put in an extra letter if I want to, like this, or a piece of music paper. This could also be very cool. Then we have some music paper to put in here, and then we have the picture. Let's put that in, of course, with the picture to the front. Oh, this looks very lovely. See? Really nice. And then we can either put the note in here. That was kind of my intention, but we could also just have some extra piece here. And then we have a nice pocket with some different stuff in here, and maybe I'm going to embellish it a little bit further, but not that much, because I already have lots of stuff going on here. And I do already think that my my journal is really how do I say, busy with all stuff going on. So it's nice to have maybe a page that's a little bit less loud, let's say that. And but we'll see. Can always put something here, maybe a little pin, and then that will be enough. So the third envelope is going to go in the back of the journal, the last page here. And this is going to be a very different task, because I have selected this color because it goes very well in my journal and I do like it, and I want to use this die set. I haven't used that much. I didn't make any project with it. I used some keys. I did use this one, which I can make some slits with, but I haven't used this wallet, as it is called. And it is a big die and fits exactly on the width of this paper. So I'm going to cut this, and this is going to be the outside, and then on the inside, so I'm going to cut it a second time with this, because I want to put the envelope in here, and then put that on the inside of this die, of the cut. So let me show you what I have cut. So this was the big shape, the wallet shape as it is called, and it's kind of a little booklet. And I did put in this die with these slits in it, so I can put the envelope in. And let's see, I did cut, I had this piece left over from the cut, and I can already use this, of course, to put in. So I'm going to put that on the side to use later. What did I cut more? I did cut a key. I thought about using this key because this is the most old-fashioned one. And I had some brownish kind of cardstock, and this is the one you can sand. So this is what I'm going to do. And I also cut it in on the back side of the cardstock so I can glue them together and have a thicker key. So I'm going to sand it, and I have cut this. These round bits are the leftover from the key, so I thought that would make really nice kind of nails or screws. This is also a die cut from here. This is this little one, and this whole thing, that is this die cut that will fit on here. And this is all from the cardstock, which I can sand and will. And I have the foundry wax I will use on the key and maybe on the lock and on the screws. So I think I have to do that kind of off camera because of time. So all the elements are done. Sanded and a little bit gilded. This is the key, both sides. Just a little glimmer on it. And then the same with these elements. That's it. And I'm going to glue all this on. Let's start with and this one. The key wallet, as it is called, with these slits in it. And I have to be sure when I glue it down, I need to keep this open because then I cannot stick in the envelope. So only glue around. Center it on the page. And yeah. So my glue is almost empty, and then it keeps falling over because it has no weight to it. Okay. And this one, I can already put that in. Can make a lovely tab out of this. I think I will do that. I like it when this pink is getting in here and it has a nice print. Yes, and then put the envelope on one of the bottom ones. Okay, now I want to start with my third envelope because off camera I was so busy with decorating the wallet, and I thought, no, let's film the third envelope. Because the first one was very easy to make, quick to make. The second one, I put a little bit more work into it. So this one, I have cut this already again from the Postale set. And this is like the previous envelope from the, how's it called? I'm lost for words. Painted Garden, the paper pad from Tailor-Made Journals, because it has the nice baroque. And on the other side there is this kind of a wallpaper, faded wallpaper print, and I thought let's use this one, this side. So I've cut this and I want to stamp it, and I also have cut some little cards. This is from also the Postale, the big frame, and that's the insert card, and just cut some different papers. I have cut a thick cardstock, then some of tea-dye papers, and from the paper pad. So I want to make a little notebook, and I know that it will fit in the envelope, so I didn't make it too thick, so it will just fit in nicely. So, but let's start with the envelope. I have, of course, the beautiful stamps And I have here one that says a journal de Valence, and I thought that would be nice fitting with the notebook, journal, notebook, I don't know. So let's do that, and I'm going to again do that with the help of my stamping platform. Pick up the stamp, and then just with the black first fine, ink it up and stamp it. Normally don't use this stamping platform that much, but with the envelope, because if it doesn't if it isn't a really good stamp, then I have to make an envelope again, so I don't want that. Let's see, I think this is quite a good, if I'm looking at the stamp, it looks like it's picks up all the ink, and well, I think I'm just ready in one go. So this is very good work. So inking up these edges and also inking up the edges of the notebook. I'm going to do this off camera, and then I will be back in a moment, and then we're going to assemble it all. So there's a lot of inking in this video, and it takes a lot of time, but it is ready. And I'm going to assemble this envelope again in the same way, putting a little bit of glue there and there, putting it together, and then just a little line of glue. And the envelope is done. And look at how beautiful and cute this is. It is so lovely with this stamp on it. It's just ready to go. And the paper is also really nice, dark on the inside. I like that. And I thought about putting on a seal again. And I don't want to ink it up very juicy, but just, you know, 2 taps. And then yes, so that it's a little bit, it has just, it's not totally 100% crisp, just it has a little, you see, so I like that. I think this is a really nice seal, and I also want to put that on the last page, the thick of the notebook, so it's like matchy, and put one here. Yes, so I don't want to do a lot of decorating on the notebook, and I'm just also speaking to myself, don't over decorate the notebook. Let's leave this a little bit to dry. I can see that the ink is very wet. I want to put a label on the front of the notebook, and I have here my homemade labels. I have labeled all my ephemera envelopes just last weekend, and it was such a nice thing to do. I like it a little bit organized, so I have some different labels with, and it's really handy because I have like a thick stack of stamps on my desk, and now I can just look at the labels and then I get the right stamp set, so that it's very efficient. And I have here some, I have 5 I have selected. I think I'm just going for this one. I like this one. Just let's do this and put this ones back in the label pouch. And then I want to glue this one on. Give it a little swipe of ink. Just a little bit. Is there even, oh yeah, there is a little bit ink on. Then some glue. And then I want to show you a little gadget. A crafting gadget. Let's see it with the tweezers. Because I'm making this notebook because I like to make a notebook. I've never done a small notebook before. And I do have a little gadget I just bought recently. I saw it in a craft shop and I thought, oh, okay, let's try it. It's really a gadget. It's not a real necessity. And it's this little tool. It's a Tim Holtz tonic tool. And you have this also in that you can just cut. But this one you can cut just a, how do you call that? A line that you can rip. So let's, I have a paper where I did some testing, but I don't know if I have it here within reach. Of course, let's see, I have here just a little strip of paper. So when I don't know if I can cut this very, this is just trying. I didn't prepare this, so let's see, can I do this? Of course you can do it only once, you cannot just go back and forth. And then you have a line, a tearing line, see, like this. How cool is that? I think it's also nice to have in your project if you want to have like this kind of line. But I want to do that strip with all the papers I have in the notebook. And let's see, let's do one on camera. And I want to do, I thought about doing half an inch. Now is this cutting mat is in centimeters, but this is in inches. So I'm going to just follow the half-inch line on my cutting, on my Tim Holtz glass. And let's see if I can. Oh, look at that. How great is that? It has to focus. Focus. It doesn't focus. Yes, now it's focused. You see? So I'm going to do that to all these papers. So now I have a notebook with all that you can rip the papers out. I'm not going to do that, of course. It's just, it's the idea. And yes, it is a gadget. And you know, it's the details. And sometimes that is very nice. And I think I'm just going to put some tiny attacher staples through it. And then I want to put a little washi strip on it. Oh, let's go for it. Not bad. Not bad for eyeballing. These are the two staples. And then I have these two, but I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use that washi for die cutting or anything. Just I'm sticking it to the edge of my desk and then using it for other stuff. Let's cut it precise. Then I'm going to fold it over. So the staples are on both sides covered. Look at that. That's just a lovely little notebook. And then with the nice, and then you have here the line where you can tear it, the papers, and I'm going to just leave them blank like that with a little French seal. Well, that's just lovely. And then I have the envelope, and then I can put this in the envelope. And it's done. So let's go to my journal, because off camera I did some decorating on the journal of that wallet. That was the most work, more work than the envelope. Let's see the last page. So look at that. Let's put this aside, and then I can put it into the frame. So I have, what I have done, I did not do much decorating. So I have, this is from the large collage strips, the recent one. I just cut it out. This is the key, and I put some of the nice sellotape, the vintage sellotape on it. And I think this is okay like this. And then when I open it, I made a tag of the leftover piece from the backdrop. Also put some collage strip, but this is from the older collage strip, so that's the smaller piece. Just a piece I had what would look nice on it, and with a picture. So, and the picture also, I think, suits the journal. So on the back side I just left it, and I made a tag on it, and this is just going in the back pocket. And let's see where I can put the washi tape on my fingers, where I will put the envelope. I can put it here, then it sticks out more, or I can put it here. It's a bit more difficult. I don't know. I think the bottom pocket is better, so that the stamp is really nice visible. We have the large ticket here, and you can put in some more stuff. Maybe I'm going to find a nice card that I can put in there for that. And then I'm coming back for the final look through, when I've embellished everything I want to do. I'm going to show you the final results of the 3 envelopes in this, again, very chunky journal. And yes, I am wearing a sweater. It's the mid of June, and I'm wearing a sweater because in the Netherlands it is cold and rainy. But let's go back to the envelopes. Let's see, I have put in a clip so I can find the pages. Let's see. So here is the first envelope. This was kind of a more quicker project, this one. And I'm not sure if I do like this page. Maybe you do. Let me know if you like it. I don't know about the teacup thing. But okay. The envelope. Just my tea light paper, stamped, and then we had a little note in it with some cards or tickets, bus tickets and amusement park tickets, with a lovely note. So this was the first envelope. Lovely. I like this one. And this page. And the second envelope is this one. It keeps a little bit, because of the journal, it will not hold into place. I think it's because the lace is very stretchy, and I glued it down a little bit, but okay. I did not embellish this page more than this, because I think with the clip off, I think this is enough, because next page is also busy, and I have a little button. Well, it's a really nice one. It's from my mother's button box. She gave it to me. And some lace. I have printable from Sample, a letter, distressed it, and some music paper also from the same collection. French Bureau from Sample, and the envelope with a window. And I like this one. It is cut from the nice paper pad from Tailor-Made Journals, and there is the portrait from Elsa, and with a little note. Just lovely. Lovely picture. So this is the second envelope, and this was a really nice project to make. And then the last one was like, I think that is the longest bit for the third envelope. This is the third one, and I did make this wallet, a die cut, and this is the wallet, and then you open it, and I embellished it quite different than you saw before, but you know, if you take some time, and then you will change your mind. So I have a bigger label in it, and that was just leftover from this paper, and I have embellished it. And then I have some just some ephemera tickets I've pulled out and thought this would be nice together. And then the envelope. I do like this paper, really lovely, with the seal on the back. And then the projects of the little notebook. I do like this. And once you make this, so this was the first time I made it, but now I know how to make it. I can probably do the second and third one way quicker. So it's really lovely. It could be a nice gift for someone. Okay, and this is the third envelope. So this one will go in here with the tickets, and then this ticket here, and the long one will go in the back like that. So that was the third envelope. So these were my project with envelopes, and I hope you liked them, and I hope you got inspired to make some envelopes yourself. It's really nice to integrate that into your journal. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That will help me a lot for my channel. And I hope to see you soon in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.